Ever wish there was like a roadmap to a happier life?
Yeah.
Not just like vague self-help stuff, but something backed by actual science? Well, today we're going to explore just that.
What's fascinating about positive psychology is that it moves beyond simply addressing mental health issues. It provides a framework for cultivating a life that truly flourishes.
Okay, that sounds promising. Where do we even begin?
Imagine a blueprint with 5 key pillars,
Self-pillars.
each representing a crucial aspect of well-being.
Got it.
Positive psychology calls this PERMA.
PERMA, as in permanently happy.
Not quite, although that would be nice.
Yeah.
It stands for positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, accomplishment.
And there's one more that was added later.
Oh, right.
Vitality.
Yes.
All about that physical well-being.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Think of it this way.
Okay.
If you want to build a strong, sturdy house, you need solid foundations.
Sure.
PERMA acts as that foundation for a fulfilling life.
So it's not just about feeling happy all the time.
It's about cultivating these core elements,
Right.
which research has shown to contribute to a life rich in meaning, purpose, and yes, happiness too.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
But
But let's get real for a second.
sure,
Life isn't always sunshine and rainbows.
true.
How does PERMA help us navigate the inevitable challenges we all face?
That's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Each of these elements plays a role in building resilience.
Resilience.
For example, cultivating positive emotions isn't about denying negative feelings.
Okay.
It's about equipping yourself with tools to manage those challenges effectively and bounce back stronger.
So it's about having a more balanced outlook overall.
Precisely.
Okay.
And that's where practices like gratitude journaling come in. Regularly taking time to acknowledge the good things in your life can shift your perspective and help you cope better with stress.
I've heard about that, but does it really make a difference?
Research shows that it can. Studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude experience higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction.
Wow, that's pretty compelling.
It is.
So it's not just some fluffy feel-good practice.
Yeah.
There's actual science behind it.
Absolutely. And this applies to all the elements of PERMA.
Okay.
Let's take engagement, for instance.
Okay.
We all know the feeling of being completely absorbed in something we love.
Oh yeah, like when I'm lost in a good book or working on a creative project,
Yes.
time just flies by.
Exactly. That's what positive psychology refers to as flow.
Okay.
And finding activities that bring you into that flow state is crucial for boosting engagement.
But what about when you're stuck doing something you don't enjoy?
Yeah.
Like say your taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to find flow even in those situations?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it ties into the concept of mindfulness.
Mindfulness.
It's about bringing your full attention to the present moment, even if it's something you don't particularly enjoy.
So even doing taxes can become a flow activity.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite.
Okay.
But the idea is that by focusing on the task at hand rather than letting your mind wander,
Right.
you can find a sense of engagement, even in mundane activities.
Okay. I can see how that could be helpful.
Yeah,
So we've covered positive emotions and engagement.
we have.
What about relationships? I think we all know strong connections are important, but how does PERMA actually help improve them?
Well, think about the elements we've already discussed.
Okay.
When you're able to manage your emotions effectively and find a sense of engagement in your own life,
Right.
you're better equipped to show up for others in a more positive and supportive way.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
But relationships can be complicated.
they can.
What about when conflict arises? Does PERMA have any insights for navigating those tricky situations?
It certainly does. One of the key principles is active listening.
Active listening.
It's about truly hearing and understanding the other person's perspective, even if you don't agree with it.
It sounds simple, but I know I struggle with that sometimes.
It's a skill. I'm already thinking about how I can apply this in my own life.
That's great.
And that's the beauty of positive psychology.
Right.
It provides practical tools that you can use to improve your well-being in all areas of your life.
Exactly.
This is really fascinating. I'm already starting to see how these seemingly simple ideas can make a big difference.
Me too.
And we're just scratching the surface. We still have meaning and accomplishment to explore.
We do.
All right, let's dive into those. I'm eager to learn more.
Great. So let's delve into meaning, that elusive yet vital part of a fulfilling life. It's not something you find on a shelf, is it?
It's more like a compass,
Right.
right? Guiding us toward what truly matters. But how do we even begin to figure out what our compass is pointing to?
It often starts with examining our values.
Okay.
What principles are non-negotiable for you? What makes you feel truly alive?
That's a big question.
Yeah.
It makes me think about my passion for environmental sustainability. It's not just a hobby. It feels deeply connected to who I am.
That's a great example. Aligning your actions with your value, whether in big life choices or daily routines, can infuse life with a sense of purpose.
So finding meaning isn't just about grand gestures.
Yeah.
It's also about those small, everyday choices that reflect what we believe in.
Exactly. It's about that sense of congruence between who you are and what you do.
Okay.
And another powerful pathway to meaning lies in recognizing and utilizing your strengths.
So figuring out what we're good at and enjoying those activities, I can see how that would contribute to feeling more fulfilled.
Precisely. And that's where the growth mindset we touched on earlier comes into play.
Okay.
Embracing challenges and seeing setbacks as opportunities for learning can be immensely powerful,
Yeah.
especially when pursuing meaningful goals.
Because it's not about being perfect.
Right.
It's about constantly evolving and striving to become the best versions of ourselves.
Exactly. It's about that journey of growth and discovery fueled by a belief in our own potential.
I like that.
And that brings us to accomplishment, the final piece of the PERMA puzzle.
I have to admit, sometimes I get so caught up in the daily grind
I hear you.
that I forget to celebrate those small wins.
That's a common experience. We often fixate on the end goal, overlooking the significance of those stepping stones along the way.
So how do we shift that focus and truly savor those accomplishments?
One powerful technique is to intentionally acknowledge and celebrate your progress, no matter how small.
Okay.
It could be keeping a journal of your achievements,
Oh, yeah.
sharing your wins with a friend, or simply taking a moment to reflect on how far you've come.
I love that. It's about recognizing that every step forward, no matter how tiny, is worthy of celebration.
And remember, accomplishment isn't just about reaching some grand destination. It's about the satisfaction of pushing beyond your perceived limitations and realizing your capabilities.
It's about proving to ourselves that we're capable of more than we thought possible.
Exactly. And that sense of accomplishment can be a powerful motivator propelling us forward on our journey of personal growth. So we've explored all 5 elements of PERMA: positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishment.
It's remarkable how interconnected they all are. It's not about checking boxes. It's about weaving these practices into the fabric of our lives.
You've hit the nail on the head. It's about creating a tapestry of well-being where each thread contributes to the overall strength and beauty of the whole.
This has been such an insightful conversation. I feel like I've been given a toolbox filled with practical strategies for building a happier, more fulfilling life.
And remember, you don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start with one small step,
Okay.
one practice that resonates with you,
Yeah.
and build from there.
It's about progress, not perfection.
Exactly. And as you cultivate these PERMA elements, you'll find that they not only enhance your own well-being, but also ripple outward, positively impacting the people and the world around you.
That's a beautiful thought.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here? What's the next step for our listeners who are eager to put this knowledge into action?
I think the most important takeaway is that this isn't about becoming some idealized, perpetually happy version of ourselves.
Right?
It's about building a life that feels authentic and meaningful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And remember, it's a journey, not a destination.
Right.
There will be bumps along the way, challenges that test our resilience.
Yeah.
But by cultivating these PERMA elements,
Yeah.
we equip ourselves with the tools to navigate those ups and downs with more grace and strength.
So it's not about erasing the negative experiences,
It's not.
but rather learning to approach them with a different mindset.
Precisely.
Okay.
And that's where the power of a growth mindset really shines.
Yeah.
When we view setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth,
Okay.
we transform those potentially discouraged moments into fuel for our journey.
I love that. It's about finding that silver lining, that lesson to be learned, even amidst the challenges.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And remember, you're not alone on this journey.
Yeah.
We're all in this together, constantly learning and evolving. Connecting with others who share a similar commitment to well-being can provide support, inspiration, and accountability.
That sense of community can make all the difference, can it?
It can.
It's like having a cheerleading squad for your personal growth.
Exactly. And sometimes just knowing that others are facing similar challenges and celebrating similar triumphs can be incredibly empowering.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation. I feel like I've gained a whole new perspective on what it means to live a fulfilling life.
It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you, and I hope our listeners are feeling inspired to embark on their own journeys of well-being.
I have no doubt they are. And before we sign off, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought. We've explored all these different elements of PERMA,
Right.
but ultimately it's up to each individual to decide which areas resonate most deeply with them right now.
That's such a crucial point. It's not about following a one-size-fits-all prescription.
Right. It's about personalizing these practices to fit your own unique needs and aspirations.
So as we wrap up, I encourage you to take a moment and ask yourself, which of these PERMA areas feels most compelling to you right now? And what's one small step you can take today to start nurturing that aspect of your well-being?
It doesn't have to be anything drastic. Even a small step taken consistently can make a world of difference over time.
So true. And remember, we're here to support you on your journey. We've got tons of resources available on our channel, including videos, articles, and even a free downloadable workbook to help you get started with building your own PERMA plan.
We encourage you to check those out and dive deeper into the areas that spark your curiosity.
And of course, if you enjoyed this conversation, we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future episodes. We've got some amazing guests lined up, and we can't wait to share their wisdom and insights with you.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep shining your light.
And remember, you've got this.